Welcome back, everybody, to another Dialar's Twi'lek Tactics Eternal Evolution in-depth character deep dive videos. Today, we're looking at Kalaza. Now, is he a hunter? Is he a summoner? He's kind of both. You need him, though. He is an essential character to have in this game, given the dearth of summoners. But he's kind of hard to get, so he's not going to be an easy character to come by. Put him in your wish list in the advanced section, please. So let's dive in deep into Kalaza. All right, Kalaza. I don't know how I got this guy so high, but I got him there, and he's really good. But his kit, there's a couple things that you got to know when you're building this guy. But you're not going to regret it. He is a very good character, required in a couple game modes that need summoners, as I said in the introduction. So first, as always, let's dive into his skills. So his ultimate, the user. So Kalaza's attack will be increased by 100%. An additional doppelganger will be summoned. Up to 3 doppelgangers may be summoned at the same time, and they will materialize onto the battlefield for 8 seconds. So this kit's going to read a little bit wonky, but the max copies you can put out through all her skills is 3. There's going to be 3 on the field. So Kalaza and 3. So four Kalazas on the field at any given time, at the max time. So they last for 8 seconds, and then you're just going to summon another one. So you're going to try to maximize uptime throughout the whole time and have as many people on the field at the same time, because doppelgangers will inherit 100% of Kalaza's stats and max HP. But they will take on more damage, so they will die quickly. And then they last longer given the level breaks right now. So right now I'm at level 3, they'll last for 12 seconds. And the talent modifier reads, summon a doppelganger while increasing your critical strike. Summon a doppelganger while increasing your critical strike rate by 15% for 8 seconds. I'm assuming that means when you summon a doppelganger, it increases your crit strike rating by 15% for 8 seconds. Again, wonky English. They should really hire somebody to fix all those. First skill, which, keep in mind, is the passive. This is the passive, mirror image. When basic attacks deal crit damage, Kalaza creates 1 doppelganger that lasts for 10 seconds. There can only be 1 doppelganger on the field. So, reads really weird. You're only ever going to see 3 anyway. Doppelganger inherits Kalaza's full crit rate, crit damage, and 40% of Kalaza's attack. Keep in mind that the ones on the ultimate will get 100% of his attack. So I'm wondering if the ultimate summons 1 and then these summon more. When the basic attack deals crit damage, creates a doppelganger, right? But this doppelganger only has 40% of the attack, but can only perform basic attacks. Doppelgangers prioritize the same target as Kalaza and disappear when they take damage. And the talent modifier, the limit of the existing doppelgangers increased to 2. So, again, confusing verbiage in here regarding the doppelgangers, but he's going to summon them. Some of them are going to have 100% of the attack, some of them aren't. You're not going to be able to tell which, unless you really pick through some video data. Skill 3. Incendiary ammo. Fires a burning warhead at the target, dealing 200% attack damage. Sets the enemy on fire, dealing 10% attack damage for 6 seconds. So basically a dot. So basics and the ultimate creates doppelgangers, and then he has a grenade attack that applies a dot. Talent modifier, when Kalaza's basic attack makes a critical hit to an ignited enemy, it will deal additional 8% attack damage. So some stacking damage there. You definitely want that dot to land, which it should on PvE characters, and you're not going to really use them. Well, I do use them in PvP, so there is some, but then I'm never going to build him with accuracy to land that dot. I'm just going to put it in the deity's hands whether or not it lands. But when that dot is up, making crit hits will increase his damage by 8% attack. It doesn't say if it's stacking or not. Another passive, so he's got 2 passives. The Raider, or Kalaza, increases his crit rate by 2% each time they make a basic attack, which is stackable. And then when a crit strike is triggered, the buff is removed. So this one is going to have a caveat. So when he does a basic, he's going to increase his crit rate, right? And it goes up with the level break. So mine's at 3%. So every time I do a basic, I'm going to raise my crit rate higher and higher and higher until I do a crit damage attack, which summons the doppelganger, and then it resets. But you can stop this. You can have it so it always goes higher, and we'll get to that right after we finish the modifier. So the talent modifier, increase the effect of crit rate bonus caused by the basic attack by 10%. So what that tells me is he's going to increase his crit rate by 12%, 13%, 14%. So it goes up in big chunks if you do the modifier, which is very, very important. You definitely need that one. Increase the effect of the crit rate bonus caused by basic attacks. So yes, so I read that as at level 1, it's going to increase crit rate by 12, and then 13 and 14 at level 2 and level 3. And we're going to jump straight to the exclusive. Once you unlock the exclusive, you see the unlock ability is the crit rate buff provided by fatal injury, which was what we just read, will no longer be removed. So very, very quickly, you're going to ramp up his crit rate to max, so he's always going to be critting. Really, it's basically 7 or 8 basic attacks, and he's done. He's at 100% crit rate. All he's going to be doing is crit rates. Everything is going to be crit damage. You got to keep that in mind, and that is going to determine how you build him early on, and then after you get him half developed. So the talents. We read through all the talent modifiers. Again, like every other elite, just do all the main big guys, and then do the attack ones, which are the only ones you can do to unlock the other ones, right? And this one little bit of accuracy, which is useful for him in PvP. Don't do any more. Just do what you see right here and then stop, because you need these for elsewhere. Let's read these. So battle aftershocks. After the automatic skill makes a crit hit, the damage of the next basic attack is increased by 125%. So just a little bit more damage. And then when continue, there's some broken English again. When continue to attack the same target, or when you continue to attack the same target, the damage done to this enemy will gradually increase up to 5%. So really, 5%, that's not a lot. That's not a lot of extra, but a little bit more of a bump, just to get you going. Now, the gear. And the way you gear him is going to be determined by where you have him in his evolution. So when he is red, when he is less than red and 1 diamond or 1 gem, so red 0.1, I guess you could say it, you will need to build him with crit rate, because you need to get crits, and that stacking crit bonus will go away until you unlock his exclusive. So before his exclusive is unlocked, you have to build him with a lot of crit rate. You go for like 70% crit rate, and then try to get as much into attack and crit damage as you can. After that, you have to gear him completely different, because remember, his basic attack is going to be just chunking 12, 13, 14% crit rate on him. It's going to be stacking up and up and up. So the crit rate after his exclusive is unlocked doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about crit rate. You see mine's at 5%, and that's 5 too much. Really, you want as much crit damage and attack as possible, because all he's going to be doing is crit damage attacks. That's it. So you see, I do have him built with 2 hero and 2 crit damage. I do have crit damage primary on the gloves though, and then attack on the head and attack on the boots, because he is an attacker. Oddly enough, he is a summoner and a hunter. So, and then as you see, I got 1 crit damage overlord load set, and you want to be looking for attack and crit damage secondaries. You see my weapon, lovely weapon, 2 extra rolls on crit damage, so 11% crit damage on there. There's where my 5.4% crit rate's coming from. I got some attack on there. I got nothing on there. I got crit damage +1 on there, and I got nothing on there, but I needed the crit damage hands. So You can play around. You can do 2 sets of overload, 1 set of attack. I'm trying right now, just because of where my gear distribution on my whole roster, I have him with 2 attack and 1 overload. But almost pushing 100% crit damage, which is nice. So where is Kalaza useful? What game modes? Well, he's only good in very specific game modes. So in Guild Hunt, which I cannot unlock right now, he is a must have for any of the Turbine, which is the guy that in the middle right there, Turbine V5. You must have him in there because he is there. We don't have a whole lot of summoners. We've got Senway, Scooter and Hattie. We got Muka, and then we got Kalaza, which counts as a summoner. So he's very, 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 very good in the Turbine in Guild Hunt. Right now, in Rise of Heroes, he is very, very good in this boss. And this is the fight that we're going to showcase. But before that, in Altar, he is also very, very good. Like, again, just like Guild Hunt, he is required for Team 2 of the Ancient Altar. As you see, there he is right there. And the reason why is because this boss, I do believe he takes, what? Increased, doesn't say it here, but, oh, there you go. Look at right at the top. For each bar of HP lost, minions will weaken the skills. It's, again, the English is weird. Just let's focus on minions will weaken the skills of the final boss 1 time. So he's basically weak to minions, which are summon characters. The English is really, really weird. Can I click on that? No, that doesn't do nothing. So this boss is a summoner boss. As you see, I have all 3 of my summoners. I don't have Muka because my Muka sucks, but otherwise he'd be on there. And yes, I was running Randall as a tank. So he's good in Ancient Altar. But right now where he shines is the boss in Rise of Heroes. And this is gonna be the one that we're gonna showcase, since I saved up 30 tickets just to show you guys. So let's challenge Hell Boss. 2 million damage. As you see, my team has changed a little bit since I put out my Hell Boss video. It is now Maserati and all the summoners, even Muka, who is only yellow plus what, 2 diamonds? Plus 2 diamonds. So yes, working on Muka, but he is a little difficult to get. So he's one of the harder ones to acquire. So let's plow through this one, shall we? So this boss takes increased damage from summoners, which is why you want nothing but summoners. Plus his main attack, his mortar shot, the damage is spread out between all the characters. So the more characters you have, the less damage you're gonna take. So right now, what? Kalaza, oh, there goes all his ads. They all died, because remember his summons, they will take increased damage. So he'll just keep summoning them. So there's 2 on the field and they're dead. So I'm kind of using Kalaza as my tank here, because he summons his ads ahead of him and they just take all the heat. You see, they pop up, they die, which is why he's not doing, he's not topping the damage meters. But keep in mind too, that his ads are going down really quickly because they're getting targeted. Like, his ads are never on the field that long. Plus he's in the front, he's not getting the attack bonus that Senway and Skewer and Hattie are getting, but he's fulfilling his role admirably here. And we got the boss pretty much wrapped up really quickly. Oh, there he is. He's above Scooter, even though Scooter is low. But Senway, man, this Senway's a beast. All the summoners shine in the summoner events, which this is one of. So Hell Boss down. Yeah. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is Kalaza. So if you can get him, keep in mind you have to build him in 2 different ways. You have to build him one way until he gets his exclusive, and then you have to build him another way after he gets his exclusive. All right. Okay. Well, that's going to be about it, guys. So I hope you liked this video. If you made it to the end of this video, put alligator in the comments. That way I'll know you made it to the end, and I'm going to thank you profusely in the comments because I respond to all my comments. As well, all the links are in the description. Discord, Twitch. There's a link for to download the game, which I recommend it if you're just stumbling upon this video. Click them all, and do all the good YouTube stuff. I know I don't say that as much as I should, but till next time, guys. Cheers, peace, enjoy your Kalaza. Bye-bye.